Hey y'all, welcome to the Funky Monkey. It's Tuesday, knowledge is power. I can tell you right now, if you're not interested in hearing about cannabis flower, this edition is not for you. And also, it's a guarantee that it's not going to run on Facebook. So we need you to interact with us below. Word of mouth is the way that you gain knowledge. None of the things that we're talking about are illegal. I actually, considering I'm married to a criminal attorney, I literally just had him on the phone making sure that I was saying and I was within the legal limits of saying everything that I was about to say. So, you've been asking us, no, if you are not a smoker or interested in picking up smoking, I'm not encouraging smoking. I cannot promise that, I'm not a doctor, y'all. I cannot promise that smoking cannabis products, smoking anything, is good for your health. Now, the other side of me, who is a cannabis smoker, wants you to know that one of the reasons that I'm a proponent of people smoking, I vaporize mine not out of a vaporizer that's mixed with oil, but out of an herb vaporizer. We're trying to locate some of those that are in the right price range for y'all. But some of the reasons you do that is because it's one of the fastest ways. You literally know exactly how you're going to feel when you smoke it within 20 minutes. If you take an edible, there's so many factors that go in with that. Did you eat something before that? Did you chew your gummy up good? You know, all of it. Did you have, what did you drink in that day? Any of those things affect your edibles. So other than a tincture, which I truly believe is the most medicinal way to do it, but we can't get it by strand yet, tinctures. We can only get we're about to have strands by smokables. But that is why I'm interested and excited to be able to show you what we have in stock. Remember, we're looking for green hearts below. That's how you're telling your friends. So now in the Funky Monkey, we are still working on the brands. It literally took me all day to kind of vet these products and make sure that I was comfortable with the things that I was about to say and the things that we're talking about. We have been carrying in the past, we carry these products called hemp beds. They're a great price point. They're $14.99. It is a hybrid product. It's actually high in CBG, which is really, really associated with anxiety. We have them now in 3 flavors. We have them in sweet. Chris says this is actually sweeter than the pineapple we've been carrying. Less sweet than the pineapple. Except this one's really, really sweet when you smoke it. It actually looks like a cigarette. It's filtered like this. It has a little hole in the bottom. You must be 21 and older to buy these products. You cannot buy them on our website. You cannot buy them on our website because we will not ship them to you.
You can pick them up in the store, though.
You can pick them up in the store. You can also pick up edibles on the website, but we will not sell you smokables because you don't want to pay the $21 ID check to do that. You just want to come and see us. So these products are high in CBG. We keep talking about cannabinoids. Remember when we talk about cannabinoids, I just got cannabis all over the place in there. When we talk about cannabinoids, you're most familiar now with CBD and THC, specifically Delta 9 THC. Delta 9 THC is what will get you high. It's the psychoactive component of marijuana. We are not talking about marijuana. We are talking about a genetically different plant. Same family, different plant. So we're talking about hemp-derived cannabis. So in this, you have, in these products, great price, $14.99. They are CBG heavy products. So for a long time, we've been looking for, my OCD, I gotta put them back. We've been looking for indica, sativa, and hybrid dominant things that we know are indica, sativa, and hybrids because they're named. Each plant that grows, just like you have Granny Smith apples, and then you have, like Pink Lady apples, and then you have, just like the strands of apples, that's how it works in strands of hemp as well. So we are playing around with the products that we are bringing in. This is week 1. We actually believe we're going to change brands, but that doesn't mean the ones we have in stock aren't good. We're just like the packaging on the other ones better. But you can now come into the Funky Monkey and you can ask us, I want a indica dominant. Remember, indica is the one that you use at nighttime. Rest, things like that. You can ask for an indica dominant an indica dominant hemp plant. So this is an example of an indica dominant. It is going to look, it's going to be pre-rolled. This is going to be 200 milligrams. 200 milligrams is a hefty dose, y'all. I'm not sure that, would you smoke, Chris, 200 milligrams by yourself? I would not smoke 200. I'm a vetted cannabis product, and so is Chris. And I would not smoke 200 milligrams at a time. If you're not afraid of the Rona, you might share this with your friend, or you might light it, clip it, and then use it again the next day. You can now find this. One of the things that we did this morning was I asked Clay, I asked my husband, the lawyer, like we call him, to talk me through this lab sheet. If you are buying cannabis products from anywhere, you should be able to access a lab sheet that looks like this. What we're hoping is, one of the reasons why this company is not going to make the cut at this point is that their QR code is not linked to the lab sheet. We had to call them. That kind of gets you in trouble. I don't like that. It doesn't make the product invalid, but I like to make sure that you have access to the information that you're getting. So when we were talking to Clay about, I had a question about these because it was telling me that the Delta 9 THC was 0%, but the THCA was 0.45, so less than 1%. 0.45% THCA. Oh my God, can I sell THCA? Yes. Yes, you can sell THCA up to what did he tell me? He told me I can, don't listen to me on that. Let's keep going. Let me tell you the difference between THC and THC, Delta 9 THC and THCA. So when you're talking about, Delta 9 is the one that gets the bad rap, y'all. Well, I mean, let's be honest. Nobody needs 19% THC. Nobody. I mean, if you're using it, nobody needs Everclear either. Nobody needs Everclear, but they drink it anyways. So when you're talking about something with that much THC, you are actually talking about recreational use. You are not talking about medicinal use. When you're talking about using THCA, which is what this product has in it, as well as like this one that we're looking at, this is actually an indica hybrid. You're going to get in it, you're going to get CBDA, you're going to get CBD, you're going to get CBN, you're going to get CBGA, you're going to get CBG by itself, you're going to get THCVA. Okay, y'all get the point, right? Remember we keep talking about that DNA strand that is on your, that looks like, we call it your cannabinoid breakdown. The THC strand, you're going to get a variety of those in there. The THCA is the one that's important. It's a lot of the ones that you're not getting in our edible and our Green Rose products. They do not have any type of THC. Is THCA going to show up on a drug test? Yes. Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, even some of the products that say they're THC free, if you use enough of them, they have enough cannabinoid in them, they will still trigger it. So if that is a concern to you, sorry, you're out of luck. You can't play cannabis with us right now. We hope you get a job that one day you can, or it's not illegal and you can play with us too. But so THCA specifically, which all of these new smokables. So this is a hybrid. This is an indica hybrid. This one, this is like an OG Kush, just like a weed strand, y'all, just like a weed strand. This is going to be a true hybrid, a 50-50 sativa. This is a daytime smoke. This is going to be Lifter, going to be a true sativa, pure sativa. This is going to be Hawaiian Haze, just like you're going to see in in other cannabis strands, like in a marijuana strand. A Hawaiian Haze is going to be mostly sativa. It is going to be a hybrid, but it's going to be a mostly sativa. Sour Space Candy, again, on the list of very, very common cannabis products. If you are using or familiar with cannabis products, this is going to be closer to a 50-50 split as a hybrid, but it's also going to lean, unlike this one, that's going to lean indica. This one's going to be a 50-50 almost, but it's going to lean indica. This one's going to lean sativa. So I love a pure sativa. But I used to like Adderall. Like, I don't take Adderall anymore. I use cannabis products in replacement of Adderall. So I like the stimulant effect of a sativa. Now, you ask Chris and my husband, and it causes them to have a panic attack, and they don't want any part of it. They only like the resting side of it. So those are things we can teach you. So the THCA, why would THCA be important? It is the most powerful anti-inflammatory that known in the cannabis industry, in the cannabis spread. So it is an anti-inflammatory. It alleviates swelling along with it's what you're asking people ask us. Again, I'm not a doctor. Not a doctor. I'm just reading you what the article says. It says, a lot of times it's used for a wide range of illnesses such as arthritis and lupus. Those are things that people come in and ask us. It's also used as a neuroprotector. It can protect against neurodegenerative diseases such as Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. I'm not making that stuff up. There's actually the research out there that's linked to those. Okay, so we went back and forth on how you say this. When we think it's antiemetic, which means a non-vomiting, we have people that ask us that. I'm taking my chemotherapy drugs, and all I want to do is throw up all the time. Okay, again, you have to... Can you make this into butter? Yes. So you don't have to smoke it? Yes. You could take this flour, use your little fancy little phone, Google how do I make cannabis butter, and you can do that, y'all. So then you don't have to smoke it. All the joys of cannabis products. It also is linked to fighting against prostate cancer. So those are the 4 top THCA components on there. Y'all, this is the research. Again, we go back to why hasn't anybody told us this? Why aren't they just... Big Pharmaceutical doesn't want you to try something that's natural. Why would they want you to try something that's Why would they want to try something that's natural when they will no longer be selling you all of their pharmaceutical drugs that have a list of related things like death as one of their side effects? Hey, you might possibly die from this pharmaceutical medication. They don't want you trying herbal supplements. Nobody's died from cannabis use. We've looked it up over and over. You might go to sleep. You might melt into your couch. You might be extremely hyperactive, but death is not one of the side effects of cannabis products. So we are super excited. These are $9.99 in store. We're actually looking to, what I like about this packaging, we're still in negotiation with the company. I need to see some lab sheets. That's my job. Keep y'all out of jail so that you're actually carrying product that's legal. But I love Just CBD. It's a brand that we already carry. And what we like about this packaging is that it tells you on here, this is your indica, this is your hybrid, this is your sativa. But y'all, in the day and time, you see this little fancy device right here? You got like Safari or Google or whatever you use on here. If you look up this name, and if you look up Kush Hemp, you're gonna draw information sheets, lots and lots of data about the crops that were grown that are related to this. What does each cannabinoid do? What does it taste like? What does it do? I mean, they're all different for a reason. Some are more earthy. Some have more terpenes that do this. Some have more terpenes that do that. All the information is in your fancy little mobile encyclopedia you have right here. So, we were crazy busy this weekend. We love talking cannabis products with you. Probably our most vetted staff member works Friday, Saturday, Sunday, other than myself. Alan is here. He's been doing cannabis products with me the longest. Come in and talk to us about smokables. Bear with us as we flip through some brands and decide what you're watching us. You're watching us build this business. But what we love about this industry is the knowledge that we're giving you. We love dispensing the knowledge freely. I had a lady that hopped on our website, scheduled an appointment. I called her on the phone. We talked about her 11-year-old. Would I put her an 11-year-old in a smokable? Yeah, no, y'all. Come on. Let's use common sense. But let me talk to you. She said he's having stomach aches. Now he's got headaches. Now he doesn't want to go to school. And I really think it's anxiety-driven. That's possible, y'all. They were home for 8 months, right? I mean, full-grown adults are struggling with this concept. Kids struggle with this too. Anxiety is real. We talk about, across the nation, the suicide rate among teenagers is high. We have to be talking to our teenagers about anxiety and about how you can get meditation, counseling, therapy, natural supplements. We carry other natural supplements like lavender and things like that. This is in that same category. It makes me excited to continue to talk about these things and continue to be able to carry more and more products. So word of mouth, again, is our number one business, and knowledge is power, because we get in Facebook jail for promoting too much of this. I think we're going to start landing it on YouTube as well so that you can share that, and it's a little more user-friendly over there. But we are working on all of those things. Come in and talk to us. It's obviously what I'm passionate about. I had somebody in here the other day that was like, I was like, well, when you used to smoke weed, and they were like, no, I never smoked weed. I followed all the rules. That was not me. I was not a rule follower, but I sell the stuff, y'all, because I'm an avid believer that cannabis is a highly effective natural supplement for treating all manner of things. Let us dispense that knowledge to you. Come by and see us. We'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye.